Today on Art Is, we're going to learn about movie music with Jessica Sarkeesian. Today's class was at Pine Ridge Elementary School in Auberry.
Art Is was made possible by a grant from the Bonner Family Foundation in support of the arts and education.
Support for Art Is provided by the James Irvine Foundation, expanding opportunity for the people of California.
And by viewers like you. Thank you.
Hello. Today we are going to be talking about a specific job in music, one of the composer, the person that puts all of the musical sounds together, specifically for a movie. But before we get to that, I want to give you guys a few musical terms that we can use the rest of the day to describe what we hear today. I want to listen to different instruments, and then we're going to play a little game called What Do You Hear? And then I'm going to play for you a piece from a specific movie. And just by listening, I bet all of you here are going to be able to predict the action that is happening in the movie, just by listening to the music. Well, let's take a look at a couple of vocabulary terms so we can get started. The first word I want to look at is pitch. Can you guys say pitch?
Pitch.
Now, when I say this, I'm not talking about the kind of pitching that we do when we're outside at recess throwing a ball. I'm talking about music. And when we talk about pitch in music, we're talking about how high a sound is or how low a sound is. Okay, so everybody, can you say hi with a nice high voice for me?
Hi.
Right, and low.
Low.
That's right. So pitch is how
High.
or how
Low.
the sound is. That's right. Another word we use to describe music is dynamics. Now, pitch talks about how high or how low the sound is. Dynamics talk about how loud or how soft the volume is. Okay? So could you say loud with nice big voices for me?
Loud.
Or
Soft.
thank you. And that's how we describe music when we were using the term dynamics. We're talking about how loud or how soft something is. Now, why would we make music loud if we were composing music for a movie? Why would we make the sound very loud? Yes, ma'am.
Mad.
Someone might be mad, okay? Why would the music be very soft? Yes?
Something quiet's happening.
Something quiet, something maybe more still. One more word that I want to take a look at that definitely affects how music is used is tempo. So pitch is how high or how low, dynamics how loud or how soft, tempo is how fast or how slow something is being played. Okay, so can you say fast for me?
Fast.
Or how?
Slow.
Exactly. We're talking about speed, how quick or how slow something is. Why might a composer have the music be played very slowly? Yes?
Someone could be being hurt.
Maybe they're hurt, so there's so as they're sort of falling, it gets very slow, okay?
They're sad or depressed.
Maybe they're sad or depressed, and it's just all feeling very slow. Why might we hear quick sounds? Short, quick sounds in a movie. What would be happening then?
They're in a hurry.
You're in a hurry. Why else?
Maybe because there's something really exciting happening and
Right. I think when we get excited, don't you feel like your heart is beating a mile a minute? And sometimes when music is going very quickly, it sort of mimics that excited feeling that we get when we are excited about something. Very true. So I want you to use these words today as we talk about what we are hearing in different pieces of music. Okay? Now in front of you, you can see that you have 8 different pieces of paper that are the names of 8 different instruments. We're going to listen to short clips of each instrument. And then later I'm going to challenge you to tell me which instruments you hear when I play another piece of music for you. So let's start off with the string section in the orchestra. Can anyone name some instruments that are in the string section?
Guitar.
Guitar is one of them.
A cello.
The cello, okay. I see we have another one down here.
A violin.
A violin, yes. Okay, there are quite a few more, but those are the ones we're going to listen to today. So let's first take a look at the violin. Excuse me, I should say let's listen to the violin. And as you're listening to this, just make a notation just to remind us underneath that violin that it's a string instrument. All right? Okay, how can you describe the pitch of the violin? How would you describe the pitch of the violin? Everyone?
High.
High. It has a very high sound to it, okay? What about the tempo of that piece that was just played? How would you describe the tempo, everyone?
Fast.
Yes, it had a quick tempo to it, all right? Let's move on to the next string instrument, the cello. Again, you can make a notation to remind yourself that this is a string instrument. Okay, and how would you describe the pitch of that particular instrument, everyone?
Low.
Low, definitely lower in pitch than the violin, okay? Let's listen to 2 more string instruments. First, the bass. Okay, and how does that compare to the cello in pitch? Would it be higher than the cello or lower, everyone?
Lower.
Right. Of all the string instruments, it is definitely the lowest in pitch. Let's listen to all of those string instruments put together. Okay, and that was all the string instruments put together. Could you hear the higher tones of the violin there? Yes. Now here's a bonus question. Did anyone hear a different stringed instrument that we haven't talked about yet?
A harp.
That's right, there was a harp being played.